Today is going to be a special game because in this game I'm going to get camped. And I'm not just talking a little bit. I'm talking rage-inducing, table-flipping camped. And this is something that everybody in League of Legends has had to deal with at one point in time. And most people deal with it very, very poorly. Usually they start raging, they start going on tilt, they start blaming their teammates, and they pretty much decide that the game is a loss before, it's even 20 minutes into the game. A lot of times you'll hear people say, oh my god, forfeit 20, or they'll start blaming their team, noob jungler's not ganking for me, mid lane isn't rotating, nobody's helping me, my lane is lost, I'm just going to AFK, and I'm here to show you guys that just because you get camped doesn't mean the game is over. I'm here to show you guys that you can still win the game, and that being negative and being toxic is not the right thing to do when you're getting camped. You can see here, Xin Zhao's rotating up, and I'm pretty much dead center in my lane. It's not like I'm super pushed up, but he's able to come through Tri-Brush, and as soon as he comes on to me, you got Jax with his Counter-Strike, Xin with his knock-up, and I'm just dead almost immediately. And this feels horrible when there's just nothing you can do. Like, there literally was nothing I could do. I couldn't even get my hop off. I was dead before I got out of the CC. So now Jax, he got the first blood, so he's got a gold lead on me now. He's getting all this CS, and if he's smart, he's gonna push the tower, and that just sucks. Now I'm behind in lane, and what am I gonna do? So I'm already down 1 kill. I don't think I'm gonna get camped, so I'm just gonna keep playing the way that I would normally play. And since Jackson back, I feel like I have an advantage because now I have the item advantage. So I'm gonna kind of push him around a little bit since he's at half health, and I've got an extra item on him. You can see Xin Zhao's already coming back for a second gank. And I have no idea this is going to happen. Xin Zhao comes in and I see him, and look at it again, same combo, but thankfully I have enough health that I'm able to get my hop off and then back away. So now this is the second time I've been ganked in 2 minutes. So now I'm feeling like, alright, I'm probably going to get camped in this game. And if you kind of come to that realization like, alright, something's up, I'm probably going to get camped here, then you need to start changing the way you play. You need to kind of treat the lane like you're in a 1v2. So how does that change how you play? Well, the first thing you gotta do is you have to buy more wards. Wards are really going to deny a lot of the ganking ability of the enemy jungler. The second thing you really have to do is you really just want to focus on CSing, and you don't want to push the lane. So you want to really kind of focus on last hitting and not using your abilities, like what I'm doing here. I'm just waiting, just last hitting. I'm not constantly throwing out auto attacks. I want the lane to be on my half of the map as much as possible, because if I come to his half of the map, that really opens me up to ganks. And kind of like the third thing that you really want to be careful of is you don't want to all in your opponent. You don't want to go for a kill unless you have vision on the jungler and you know he's not there. So you can see here I'm pushing up the lane. I don't know where Jax is, but I'm not going to be stupid and try and push the tower because I have a feeling that I'm getting camped here. So I'm not crossing this halfway loop. That's the most important thing. You can see Zen is looking for his third gank, and he comes up yet again, third time that he's ganked me. But thankfully, I'm able to escape. So when this happens, so now 3 ganks in 3 minutes, so I know that I'm going to get camped here. You just want to be safe, right? Because if the jungler keeps ganking you and keeps investing all this time and all these resources into you and they don't get kills, the jungler is going to start falling behind. He's getting starved right now of gold and experience. So you're going to start seeing a level disparity between junglers, you're going to start seeing a gold disparity between junglers, and by the mid game, if he doesn't get those ganks, he doesn't get those kills on you, he's going to be really kind of useless compared to our jungler. So when somebody tries to camp you, you really should be kind of grateful, right? Because as long as you know how to play when you're camped, as long as you can play conservatively and adjust your play style, it's going to wind up being in your benefit for your team. Because your jungler is going to get so much further ahead than their jungler. So hopefully you guys can look at it that way, that getting camped is not a bad thing. Getting camped is just setting up your team for success as long as you play correctly. You can see him moving up the top lane. I know that Xin Zhao was just bot lane, so I'm not really worried about a gank. I feel like I can be a little bit more aggressive. I started pushing the lane a little bit, but I definitely don't want to hang out by his tower, because that definitely opens me up to getting ganked by Xin Zhao. So now that this lane is pushed up, I'm not going to stay up here. I'm going to try and impact a different lane. So I'm going to be rotating mid, because I see Diana so far pushed out. And he's rotating as well, which allows us to get a pretty easy gank onto Diana. And then, alright, so Diana just died. If you're Xin Zhao, trying to go all in on a 2v1 is not the right thing to do. This is pretty much just giving me some gold back. And I thank Xin Zhao for deciding to feel bad about camping me so much and giving me some free gold. But this is not what you want to do if you're on the other side. So I get the double kill, and immediately I try to teleport back top, because I don't want Jax to get this tower. So we're able to pick up the double kill, able to get a lot of pressure on mid tower. Actually, I'm able to get to mid tower, and then unfortunately I'm gonna have to burn teleport to get back to top lane to save the tower. You see, I'm constantly keeping a pink ward in this tri-brush. Like, Xin Zhao killed the pink ward, so I just bought another pink ward. I always have a pink ward in this brush. And then, if I can, I try to ward one of these bushes, or try and ward here. So you can see Xin Zhao, he hasn't had much luck trying to gank me through tri-brush, so now he's going to come up through these brushes. Definitely smart by him to try different ganking paths. But I'm still not going to fall for it. So we're now over 18 minutes in, and Xin Zhao has been ganked me. This is the 6th time he's come up to gank me in less than 20 minutes. And if you remember earlier what I was saying about, if you try to camp somebody and you don't get kills, you wind up being useless in the late game. So Xin Zhao hasn't had any impact in the lanes. He got 2 kills in bot lane because of a turret dive, just kind of cleaning up. He didn't really earn those kills. And you can see here, if we go to the gold tab, Master Yi, he's got a 2,000 gold advantage onto Xin Zhao already. And he's already got a pretty significant CS advantage as well, over 20 CS advantage. And that's just at the 20-minute mark. So already, Xin Zhao is just horribly, horribly behind because he tried to camp me so much and was not successful.